big Chevy, big blade, big beef, big weed, big money, big blade, big diamond, big wheels, big brain.
Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia have signed the contract. Vasiliy Lomachenko calls that fight and talks Devin Haney. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all. It's always something, man. I woke up this morning and somebody ran a car into a tree on the side of my house. I mean, they missed my house by like a foot. So, always something going on, man. But Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia have finally signed the contract. The fight is on for April the 15th of 2023. It's going to happen. Gervonta Davis' situation with the court and his hit and run is not going to affect the fight. It's going down. Hopefully Gervonta Davis ain't going to get no time. But, you know, we'll hit that crossroad once we get there. He's got until May 5th to take care of that situation. So, it's on, and, you know, people are coming out and they're giving their opinion. And the boxing celebrities have come out and they're starting to give their opinion on the fight and what they think about the fight. And the first one I found very interesting was Vasiliy Lomachenko. He spoke about not only that fight, but he spoke about Devin Haney and the potential of him and Devin Haney getting it on in 2023. And I want to give my opinion on both of those. So he spoke about the Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia fight, and he gave a pretty stunning prediction. I was surprised who he picked and the reason that he picked them, but it was basically along the lines of everything that I've been saying, that Gervonta Davis is a masterful boxer and he knows the game and he knows how to use angles, and he has enough speed and the power is devastating. But in Vasiliy Lomachenko's own words, he said that he feels like it's going to be a great fight. It depends on how both guys prepare, but he feels if they both prepare correctly, that it could be a clash of the titans, basically. You know, Vasiliy Lomachenko, he's from overseas, so his English, you got to kind of decipher his English sometimes, but he basically said that he feels like if both of those guys, they train properly, it could be a clash of the titans. But he gives the victory to Gervonta Davis because Gervonta Davis possesses skills that he feels like Ryan Garcia doesn't possess. He basically said that Gervonta Davis has all the technique, he has the speed, his power is devastating, and he knows how to use angles, basically, is what he was saying. And I totally agree. It's masterful boxing to watch. And to hear another masterful boxer, a guy like Vasiliy Lomachenko, who I would say, besides Manny Pacquiao, is probably the king of angles. You know, the way he can maneuver himself and turn and do all that matrix stuff in the boxing ring without getting hit. It's on the level of a Roy Jones back in the day. It's on the level of a Prince Nassim back in the day. It's on the level of a Manny Pacquiao. Even a Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson had incredible head movement. Now, he didn't have that stellar body and foot movement like, you know, a Manny Pacquiao or Prince Nassim or somebody like that. But he had such incredible head movement, like he'd get you be moving all around and getting guys to throw and making those sharp cuts, and then bang, it hit you with something. And Gervonta Davis has a little bit of all of that. The only thing he doesn't really possess, in my mind, is I don't think he's got it all the way put together just yet. And that's scary because if he can add a little bit more foot movement, like, I love his poise in the ring, and I love the fact that he does everything at his pace. But if he added a little bit of foot movement in there and avoided some of those punches that he takes early on, even though I know why he's doing that, he's gauging power. He's trying to figure out if the guy has enough power early on to knock him out. But if he would utilize a little bit more foot movement, I think he could score knockouts even quicker than what he's getting them now, and it could end up padding his stats even more. The most interesting thing about Gervonta Davis is going to be not the 130 or 135 division. It's going to be after that. You know, as long as he can, you know, stick around and this jail stuff doesn't affect him. Once he gets to 140, that's where it's going to become real interesting when it comes to Gervonta Davis and the rest of his career. But Vasiliy Lomachenko picked Gervonta Davis to win the fight, gave some interesting comments about that fight, and then he spoke about Devin Haney and him fighting Devin Haney potentially next. And he basically said that it's in the works. You know, they're looking for a May date, which is, hey, that means that they're close to making it. If they already have a fight date in line, you know, in mind, and something that they're trying to line up, then that means that fight is really close, and we're most likely going to see Vasiliy Lomachenko and Devin Haney getting on for undisputed before the summertime. Interesting fight. I'm leaning toward Devin in that one, because I think, you know, sometimes the powers that be in boxing, I said that in my last video, the powers that be in boxing, they have a bigger plan than one fighter. Even though the fighter might not be completely over the hill just yet, you know, they have so many young fighters that they'll push you over the hill to get you out of the way and feed you to one of the younger guys, you know. And I hope that doesn't happen to Vasiliy Lomachenko, but I would favor Devin Haney if I was putting money on that fight. But I do think Vasiliy Lomachenko has the skill sets to actually win that fight. I think Devin Haney, the problem for Vasiliy is going to be the size of Devin Haney, and can he absorb the power of Devin Haney and move around the power? Maybe not even absorb the power, but move around the power of Devin Haney and land his own shots. And are his shots, you know, hard enough shots to stop Haney in his tracks? You know, that's going to be the real determining factor for Vasiliy Lomachenko and whether he can win that fight or not. And hopefully he can pull it off, man. I like Vasiliy, man. I think he's a real tough guy, man. He's a real life tough guy, man. So gonna be an interesting fight. He also spoke about Oslander Uzeki, and he said that his next fight is potentially in the works, and they're trying to get it together for some time, I think in the summertime. I think that's what Vasiliy was saying. Once again, you gotta decipher his English. But man, big news. Happy about the Ryan Garcia Gervonta Davis fight finally being official. Yes, it is official. April the 15th. It's going down. Ryan Garcia finally going night. And, you know, big up to Vasiliy Lomachenko. Hopefully him and Devin Haney get to the same point with their fight to where they're signing the contract and we're not just talking about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Hit that like button for me. Share. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. More than likely to get a response on the tube, so holler at me over there. If you want to collabo, hit my Gmail, flockofcars@gmail.com, and we are sliding in.
Yo, I pull up in a throwback car, gray 7.8 with the top that's hard. I'm finna plane it back, send it on black tires. Fuck a backseat, it got its own backyard. Niggas act hard, try to put a Mac card. Stunt in front of they dame, they playing back far. Cause they get their ass kicked in front of their chick. And the niggas that they was with dip. Ain't that a bitch? Young keys flow under the weather. Come through something real big under the leather. Lil' mama, get your mind out the gutter. I'm talking about that 9, motherfucker. I grind like a hustler. CDs, tapes, the weed, whatever the case may be. I chase that cheese and never ever face defeat. Now watch how I lace that beat. Here we go. Niggas know what's up. Sick flow, sick beats, finna blow us up. Thick hoes, thick freaks, finna blow us up. Hit drone, hit sweets, niggas know what's up.
Can't hold me down.
Niggas know what's up.
My dick is down.
Niggas know what's up.
Can't hold me down.
Niggas know what's up.
My dick is down.
I pull up with a throwback dime. She say she's 25, she at least 29. But man, them hips on her, lips on her, finna let it rip on her, flip on her, then dip on her. This is for them classy chicks, them undercover nasty chicks, them trashy chicks. Ain't scared to flash me quick. Oh, look at that ass, she thick. I can't